Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. This pack makes me both very happy and sad. I opened Mana Crypt, which is probably just the best card in the cube. I think personally think it's better than Soul Ring, just because I think the aggressive decks tend to do better anyway, and like the drawback shouldn't be that big of a deal. However, we opened Bazaar too, and I love Bazaar, and I doubt I'm gonna wheel it. If I do, that would be awesome. But then the problem is if I wheel Bazaar, then I can't get my root wall that I want. We're gonna take the Mana Crypt. You don't pass this card, but I'm allowed to be sad about it. Okay, there's Caracas. There's a Pyrogoyf. There's an Ugin. Ugin's good with Mana Crypt, right? Kind of. It is a good card. 7 mana is a lot to ask. I think Pyrogoyf is just generally more consistent and very good with a Mana Crypt. Then we get, is this old school Caleb? We get a Jite? It might be. Jite's pretty good with Mana Crypt as well. We could take Screaming Nemesis to be aggro. If we had taken Ugin, I guess I'd take like a Spell Pierce maybe. Shorkai, blah blah blah. Wan Shi Tong is also kind of busted, but I just don't want to be in blue, so I'm going to take a Jite here. It's going to be good in most decks that I'm going to end up playing. Okay, what do we got here? We have Bright Glass Gearhulk, which can grab a Mana Crypt. I do love this card. It's just really hard to make the mana work. We could take Flage. Seasoned Pyro's good because it's a discard outlet that makes tokens, and it's in the colors that we've already taken to go with the Jite. Bauble is just good with these. I think Inquisition is the best singular card in the pack, but it is in a new color. I'm gonna take the Pyro. Okay, this pack, I still Explorer. This card is powerful. I also do love red and green. Wheel of Fortune's really fun if you like really want to go in on discard. We do have Mana Crypt to help, but I still Explorer with Mana Crypt is also pretty good. Um, I'm not. I think this card in general is quite poor, and this card is fine, but it's bad. I'm gonna take Ice Tail. This is the highest upside here. Okay, that's a Fiery Confluence, which is very good, but Flooded Strand. With Ice Tail, you want as many fetches as possible, even though this is not for any of the the colors that I'm in. I could take Confluence. That is another 4-drop. And I already have 2, but it is a very good 4-drop. Ketria Triome is double on color. I'm just going to take the fetch. If I like wheel Ketria Triome and stuff like that, I'll be pretty happy about it. Flame Slash. Ice Tail plus Gao is something. But I think Flame Slash is just one of the better removal spells, and I'm not missing out on... I mean, Gao's good, but I think this is better. Thornspire Verge versus Kamen Ferric. So next pack, we could get a Bazaar. Bazaar Ice Tail's pretty good. Seasoned Pyro, Kamen Ferric's alright. But extra fixing it. I think I'm not gonna be sad if I get Bazaar and don't have this card. It is better than I gave it credit for in the previous couple drafts, but it's still fine. It did wheel. Okay, I take it back. I feel sad. Remand, Talisman. Like, it sucks that these are both in the pack because I would want both of them if I could, but I'll still take Bazaar. This would be the perfect deck for Life from the Loam. With Ice Tail Explorer, you can dredge it, all that stuff, but we work with what we got. Arwen's interesting. I don't really care about Arena of Glory. I think it's whatever. I don't really want to turn one tapped land. I mean, you can haste out a Pyrogoyf, I guess, is fine. Sure, I'll take it, but I'm unlikely to play it. Endurance is good. I will play Endurance. Trinket Mage can grab Mana Crypt. White feels open too, but I'll grab Endurance. Bright Glass Gearhulk, Spellseeker. It's a late time spiral too, but I'll take the Gearhulk, I guess. Very unlikely that I play it. I'll take Sunbaked Canyon just to make it slightly more likely. This has been a very strange draft so far. Empire Hexmage. That could be a Bloodghast. Oh my god. Okay, our mana's weird, and our cards are weird, but we have some stuff. That's good, I guess. Carnage Interpreter is very good. Stomping Ground, also quite nice. Force of Vigor is fine. Detection Probe's fine. I'm gonna take Carnage Interpreter, I think. I don't have any fetches that Stoneground would be good with, but it is double on color land. And Cards Interpreter might wheel, actually. I think there's a lot of decks. There's Monument. Passing a Glorybringer and a Temple Garden, which isn't much. I do like Nissa, but I'm going to take the Monument here. I am obsessed with this card, with Bazaar. I really don't want to play Arena. Probably not playing Bright Glass Gearhulk, we'll see. And oh yeah, I did take this over Camenferic, which I think is still correct. Like Camenferic's just whatever. Now, is my deck all 4-drops? Yes. But that's okay, because we can go turn 1 Bazaar, turn 2 Mana Crypt Land Monument, and then just win the game. Okay, there's Squee. Squee probably wheels. But Corey Steelcutter is also pretty nice. Eternal Witness can be pretty good in a deck like this. Halfling's good. Do I ever want to risk Squee not wheeling? I don't think so. Squee is like the most important thing. There's our Hogak. Dated Wayfinder wheels. Let's do it. There's our Root Walla. Okay. It's the green one too that's good with Hogak. We're in it. Not playing any of these. I mean, you could Arena... No, you literally cannot Arena of Glory with Hogak. That's very sad. Okay. Generous Ent is quite good in this type of deck. Can grab a Stomping Ground, triggers Monument to Endurance. Otherwise, not much else. But I'm fairly happy with a Generous Ent. Fairly happy with Survival, although... Someone else is taking the green cards. So Survival is kind of suspicious at best. I could grab a Bayou, but I don't have Flooded Strand doesn't get it. I'm grabbing Survival. Let's do it. There's a Rumble, there's a Kavu. I think I gotta take Rumble here. I don't know if this is really the play, but we're going in. We need green creatures to go with this and this. Maybe black creatures. What I wouldn't give for a Bloodghast. In fact, I think Bloodghast would just be better than the Root Walla here because I could hit it off the Rumble. Anyway, Flooded Strand probably not happening. Sunbaked Canyon probably not happening. Razorverge Thicket probably not happening. You're a 0. You're a 0. Carnage Interpreter. Get in there. Yeah, just a good card. It does cost 3, but that's where that's where we're at, I guess. Caustic Bronco can convoke a Hogak. I'm not casting a Vaultborn Tyrant. Temple Garden. Temple Garden does let Flooded Strand get green. So I would need like a white source. Alright, we'll try it. Corey Steelcutter wheeled. What the heck? This isn't exactly a Corey Steelcutter deck. Kitesail Freebooter is much better. But I don't have any black fixing, but maybe that's... I'm gonna take a Eternal Witness. Satyr Wayfinder comes around. Okay, we're getting there. We really need a I have so much incidental white fixing that maybe Bright Glass Gearhulk just is possible. I'm gonna put it in the maybes. Mind Collapse, I probably need some amount of removal. Blooming Marsh, if I end up in black. Okay, we need a good pack 3. This deck is... We're definitely fighting someone else for green. I haven't seen a single mana elf come around, and they're probably like, what the heck is going on? What's happening is greatness is happening here. How many times can one man draft Bizarre Survival Hogak? This has been one of the weirdest ones, mostly because like the cards didn't come together. Desecrix is actually pretty spicy here. I do like Ignoble Hierarch. Maybe I take the Hierarch wheel Desecrix. Angie's Ravager's good. Shield's good, a bit expensive. I think I need to take the Hierarch here. This deck really wants turn 1 Accelerants, and we have 2 good Madness cards likely to come around. Okay, this is great. I can take the good creatures, like the Mana Dorks, before whoever's competing with me takes them. I think it is Llanowar Elves. Orcish Lumberjack I like as well, but this not being green means it's much harder to Hogak. And that's kind of our incentive. We could also get Elvish Reclaimer on the wheel, which I wouldn't be mad about. That one, pretty good with Ice Till and also finds Bazaar for us. We need an anger. Anger would be so sick with survival and stuff. I kind of want to do this. Like, you play it. I have 4 targets right now, maybe more. Evora's very good. Faithless Looting probably wheels. Twisted Landscape is on color, but also probably wheels. Frog is double off color. I'm gonna take Evora here and be kind of happy about it. Good with Squee, good with Bazaar, that kind of thing. We could take Town Greeter, and I'm not missing out on much else, so we'll take a Town Greeter. That makes Hogak much more reliable. I feel like every draft I've gotten Rumble, Town Greeter, Wayfinder. The thing that I'm sad about is if Rootwalla was Bloodghast, it would just be like strictly better in this deck. As fun as it is to Rootwalla people. Starting Town, I actually like this card. Oh, Master of Death. I'm gonna take that dude. Let's go with Squee. I mean, we have the fixing for this. I don't know if that's a thing that we're gonna do. Copperline Gorge helps. Grim Lavamancer also coming in at 1 is not bad. I have 3 pieces of fixing right now. And with all of this stuff, Lavamancer does have a ton of ammo. I could take Overgrown Tomb, that doesn't help Flooded Strand. It kind of helps Carnage Interpreter, and that's about it. So, not that great. Tamio does mill cards, but she's blue. Lingering Souls would be awesome, actually. I'm gonna take the Lava Man. Underworld Breach. If I had a sack outlet, Breach plus Town Greeter could do something. I might have to take Fabled Passage to be like my first real fetch land with Icetail Explorer. Unfortunately. Chandra's okay, but Nethergoyf would be excellent, but I don't have any black fixing. I have 1 piece of black fixing. There's no way. Okay, Bloodbraid Challenger is good. I mean, that's good to discard. Yeah, I'll take that card. Okay, we got both of the things we wanted. I think the problem with Desecrix, I didn't even think about this then, but I don't have the mana for it in any way. Anji's Ravager is quite good, though. I will take that one. Go here. So, I don't think we're playing white, unfortunately. Flooded Strand did not get there. So, Icetail Explorer is looking very suspicious. This tapping for black on turn 1 is rough. Orcish Lumberjack could be pretty good in the deck. I never found an anger. Orcish Lumberjack could be pretty solid here. Faithless Looting is also pretty good. Raucous Theater, probably not playing it. Starting Town. Okay, we get... I don't know why this goes so late. Overgrown Tomb. Citadel. Okay. Overgrown Tomb makes Carnage Interpreter slightly easier to cast. We can also technically cast Master of Death off Starting Town. And this I'm going to count as a land here, or a spell, but I'm going to count Mana Crypt as a land. These are spells. Of course, it just unsorts them. Okay, you are a spell, you are a land. Where are my zeros? 0, 0. You're a 2, you're a 0. You're a land. 27. I think I am going to cut the Lumberjack. I like Jite. It is good removal here. Squee, Master of Death, Bazaar, Hogak. I mean, it's pretty sick. Oh, Rootwall is a 0. Do I run Faithless Looting? I do have Monument. It's pretty good with that. Seasoned Pyro. At this point, it might be... I think Icetail's a little bit expensive for what it does for the deck. Although I do have a lot of ways to mill lands. So I could just... Yeah, actually, it's fine. Because we could discard lands and then play them off of him. So he's kind of like a really good card draw engine, which I don't mind. Ravager's alright. I like this group here. I'm a little suspicious of Endurance, I think. Mind Collapse I can bring in. I think Flame Slash works better generally. And then with Bazaar plus Faithless Looting, I mean, we're kind of at a pretty low land count still. I could cut the Lavamancer for Lumberjack. Lumberjack lets me operate on a very low land count and still be able to like turn 2 Icetail or Monument. I don't know if that matters though. I don't think that it matters that much. Flame Slash, 2 Elves. Turn 2, I get to do all of this. Let me just think. Turn 1, Orcish Lumberjack. Turn 2, I have 4 mana. So I could go like Monument plus Bazaar. Maybe it's fine. Especially with Ice Till Explorer, you can undo that so quickly. And then I want to get rid of one more card if I can. It might be Jite, and I just side it in. I know it sounds weird, but I think this deck has so much raw power that we're not like a squeeze out value off Jite deck. We also don't have a lot of mana. If we draw Mana Crypt, we do, but otherwise we're going to be like casting monuments and stuff and not having mana. I'll try that. 16 land feels good. Don't need a swamp. Don't need an island. We'll do 5/5. And this enters untapped. So if we get Ice Till, we can we have at least one fetch to go crazy with. Not the best deck I've ever run. Overgrown Tomb right now is only there for Carnage Interpreter, but it does hurt us. I think I just cut this for a forest. I think it's fine having double red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green sources. Yeah, it's perfect. Or 11 of each because of Genersent. Seawall, round 1. Okay, we're playing against slow motion. Tell everyone to good luck, have fun. And let's go first. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, look at this hand. Let's go. I think because I don't need red, I'm going to lead on Llanowar Elves. This one is lower value. Likely to die. It might not die. And if it doesn't die, that's going to be so sick. Because then next turn I can go Ignoble Hierarch plus Survival. And then just live my best life. Let's go Forest, Survival. And I will play Ignoble Hierarch because Toxic Deluge costs 2. Or 3 mana, and they only have 1. Okay, Talisman, no worry. Satyr Wayfinder. Okay, I'm going to discard Eternal Witness, grabbing a Rootwalla, discard a Rootwalla, cast by Pang with Madness, grabbing a Hogak. Then I'm going to play a Satyr Wayfinder, hopefully hit a forest. That would be ideal. Hit a forest. Yeah, I'm going to play this a little bit. So I can play a Hogak this turn and start attacking them immediately. But I think I'm better off playing it slightly slower. I don't know if that's correct, but it's what I'm feeling, right? Because I can not play Hogak anymore. But I can discard a Hogak and then grab another creature. And then I have, like, Ice Till Explorer plus Hogak. I don't have to exile my Bloodbraid Challenger, which is really good to have, depending on what deck my opponent's playing. I guess I discard Hogak, get Angie's Ravager, and then I could Madness in Angie's Ravager. And then get, like, a Squee, and then trade Squee for something else. I'm hoping they're playing Control, but they're probably playing some kind of Storm variant, and then waiting a turn kind of cost me. Given the long turns, I think they're playing Doomsday, and this was a mistake. Yeah, okay, they're playing Storm of some kind. Sword of the Meek. Never mind. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Mono black Sword of the Meek. Love to see it from them. Really wish I had a Jite right about now. Discard you. Grabbing. Ivora's also pretty good, but I think I want to get Angie's Ravager. We draw Master of Death. Okay, let's go Mountain. 2, 3, 4. Play an Ice Till. Play Graveyard Mountain. Mill a card. Play Hogak. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I do just exile Bloodbraid Challenger. Because I can also Madness out a Hogak at end of turn if they do anything. Or Madness out an Angie's Ravager at end of turn if they do anything. Okay, they are Storm. They just happen to have a Sword of the Meek in their mono black deck. And then they concede. Okay, Endurance coming in. Coming out as Flame Slash. I guess that seems right. Just go all in on this. Okay. Survival felt amazing there. Okay, this combo is so sick. Lumberjack plus Ice Tail is like my new favorite thing. It's so good. You just turn to Ice Tail and you get the land back that you sacrificed. Okay, what is happening? What is going on over there? Opponent, what you doing? Lumberjack. They had 2 swamps and a talisman last game, and then they played Sword of the Meek. And then in this game, they have a basic forest. Am I gonna get like Channel Emrakul? Is Channel in the cube still? And then I don't know. Maybe they just had like really bad. Oh, the druids. That makes sense, I guess. Well, okay. I might just die to this. uh, Fair enough. Sack this. Get some green. Play Ice Till. Play a Stomping Ground. Mill a card. Squeeze an excellent mill. Faithless Looting. Wish I could have played Evora. Discard Master of Death. Forest. And then play the forest. Mill another card. My turn 2 was so sick though. You just happen to have this card, which is unbeatable. Go ahead. What do you got for me? Gristlebrand. Okay. Pyroglyph is fine. Yawgmoth's Will, Lines of Diamond, Sword of the Meek, Overgrown Tomb, Time Walk, Yawgmoth's Will. They kill Ice Till, I assume. Yep. Yeah, the problem with this is like I can't really not play into this. Oh, I can no, you can't Faithless Looting at instant speed. I was gonna say I could Orcish Lumberjack plus Faithless Looting to flash in Angie's Ravager, but that doesn't really work. Okay. Getting these dudes back. You draw a Generous Ent, which is not particularly good. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Forest or mountain. 6 mana. Okay, let's play Evora and madness out the Angie's Ravager, I guess, at instant speed. That seems like the play. It is letting them Oath of Druids again, but they're running Pyroglyph, so that tells me they're kind of just running it because it's good against me, which it is. But I can't, like, my deck needs creatures in play to win, so the only way you can beat Oath of Druids in this matchup is just by hoping that they don't have it. See what they got. Okay, Trax is pretty good. Flash, Necromancy, Animate Dead, Corpse Dance, Show and Tell. So we're learning more about their deck. It is all in reanimation stuff. That is a 6/7 Pyroglyph. 10 more cards enter the revealed zone. Overlord, Sensei's Top, Mystical Tutor, Lotus Petal. Okay. Rough matchup for me. Time Walk. I don't know why. I have no idea why Sword of the Meek is in here, but my guess is they're like really short on playables with Oath, maybe. Maybe they have Tolarian Academy and they just needed. Maybe they have Tinker. Oh, we could deck them with Oath of Druids as well as an option. They have Overlord as another possible hit. Is there Tendrils? I see Yawgmoth's Will, I see LED, but I don't see a Tendrils. Okay, they choose Imperial Seal, Lotus Petal, Mountain, and Overlord. We're just gonna get rid of all of these. The running Overlord and Oath of Druids is wild to me. Okay, Imperial Seal is gone. And they played the Mountain, I believe. So they've Lotus Petal Overlord. Okay, here goes the Lotus Petal. I'm also coming up with a theory of why white is the best color in Cube, and it's not even close. And I think it's because white just has things that inherently answer these types of situations. You can answer problematic enchantments, problematic artifacts, problematic. You have Swords of Plowshares, Path to Exile, Solitude, Council's Judgment. Like there's so many different ways to kill Atraxa, Oath of Druids. You have counter magic. You have aggressive threats. Like you have basically every form of interaction you could possibly want, and the best creatures in the entire cube. It's pretty. It's a pretty strong combo. Okay, they're attacking. I've got a couple options. I originally wanted to. I think I'm just gonna block, and then I get to Oath of Druids. Yeah, that feels pretty good actually. Block here. I was gonna put Angie's Ravager in play, but I think blocking and then oathing is like pretty good. And I'm just gonna let it die. I could hit Hogak, I could hit a lot of cool cards. I could also just hit a mana dork. That would be kind of sad. Opter Foundry. Okay, so they now are assembling Sword of the Meek stuff, which will let me Oath of Druids infinitely. Brain Freeze me for 4. Okay, I have Eternal Witness in my deck, so... Or in my hand. There's Bazaar, there's a Pyroglyph. Oh, I also have Hogak in my deck. And it didn't hit... They hit literally all... not all action spells, but they hit a huge chunk of action. I guess I'm supposed to Generous Ent, because they could have hit something good there. Let me cycle you. Yeah, Forest is in. Carnage Interpreter is a little bit scary, but it's actually not even that bad. I will Oath of Druids. You have more creatures than me? Yes. It's a Hogak. And it's Carnage Interpreter. Okay. Pyroglyph is a 6/7. Monument does something. Carnage Interpreter lets Evora just get absolutely massive. But it's also really quite poor. I kind of think I just get Endurance. Play Eternal Witness. Grab Endurance. It can block Atraxa and reshuffle my graveyard. Do that. Play land. No attacks. So my opponent has an Overlord in hand that they can't cast. They didn't make a Thopter token, which means they get to re-oath, which tells me more about their deck. Maybe it's a World Spine Worm. Okay, they just don't they just don't use oath. So their deck is okay, I'm not very scared of their deck in general. If they try and brain freeze me, I can just play Endurance on my upkeep. Win that way. Attacking with Pyroglyph is very suspicious. I will block. I guess... No, I block like this. Because they can get back Pyroglyph off of the Overlord they have in hand and probably recast it to do 6 to me. So blocking with Eternal Witness is actually just better for me. Okay, end of turn. Discard Squee. Bigger Evora. I'm still probably dead to Thopter Foundry. Because I don't have green... Like, I don't have Endurance available to be cast because I don't have a green card. Yeah, their deck is something else. I kind of like it. It's the kind of deck I would play. So they're going to go off with Thopter Foundry. I can't stop it with Endurance. They have Braid Evora. That's unfortunate. Okay, Mana Crypt doesn't really help me. I do get Oath of Druids. This is true. I would like to get a creature, please. Seasoned Pyro. That's pretty sick. Okay. Discard you two. I would like to pay the madness. Return you to hand. Draw a card. I draw a green card to go with Endurance. That's quite good. Okay. I'm at 8 life. They have lethal right now with Atraxa Thopter Foundry. Let me just attack with Hogak and see what happens there. Maybe they block with Atraxa. Who knows? Okay. Down to 16. I think I just have to hardcast Endurance and block Atraxa and then hopefully draw a ton of stuff. I think that's my best bet. Play Forest. Pass turn. I can't cast Carnage Interpreter. 1, because I played a card. But 2, they're just gonna... They didn't even do it. They had lethal in play. Bro! Oath of Druids, you're at 6 cards. Do I have any way to mill them is another good question. They attack with Atraxa. I'm going to Endurance. And I just have to Endurance myself and hope... no, I could kill them, right? I might be able to kill them. Although, Angie's Ravager... No, I have to Endurance myself. I just have to hope they don't realize they can Thopter Sword. And that I somehow can, like, keep oathing. I don't really know how that's going to be possible, but at least I can block Atraxa 1 time. I can get Eternal Witness. And then Endurance Eternal Witness loop. Okay, we draw a mountain. I'm at 8. So that's cool. I have to discard my hand anyway. I'm gonna play out Mana Crypt. I gotta get pretty aggressive here. Play this. Play a mountain. Let's go Carnage Interpreter. Or no, Bloodbraid Challenger first. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I have plenty. Cascade. Okay. Hierarch's fine. let's Hogak kick for more damage. Then play Carnage Interpreter. We're gonna lose Anji's Ravager, but that's fine. Then Anji's Ravager attacks. Attack with Hogak. It's about all I can attack with here, I guess. That's 3 lands. I'm pretty much dead, but like if they so many things need to go right for me. Like they need to forget about Thopter Sword. They need to like do it is lethal. I'm gonna F6. Alright, they do remember that they have Thopter Sword. So the only removal I see is a Braid. I've seen basically their whole deck. It's just a Braid. And then, I mean, I don't know how my deck beats and attracts in play. I also don't know how my deck beats an Oath of Druids. But we'll search for it. I'm letting them do this because I might get to see more of their deck. And, like, there's only 8 cards of their deck I don't know, and that type of information is really useful. Like, do they have good cards? I don't like. Do they have Entomb? Right? I don't know. But my deck really can't beat just Atraxa in play for the most part because it has Vigilance, which is insane. I might have to bring in. This doesn't have First Strike, so I think Mind Collapse is probably one to bring in, and then any 2/2 kills Atraxa. Like Mind Collapse here would be pretty good. Okay, they're not showing me any more of their deck. Uh, I mean, really, our deck is not, I guess, Arena of Glory. I hate it on this card, but it does let me haste out like a Pyroglyph or something. Mind Collapse at least gives me like some amount of an out. I think I ditch Eternal Witness. Grim Lavamancer does just hit for damage, I guess. Okay. There he is. The Lumberjack. Kind of an awkward setup. But this taps for red unless I have a forest. So we'll start here. Play you. Go ahead. They've turned 1 library. Alright. Yikes. Hmm. I think next turn is the turn. This turn I just attack them. I only have 4 mana, so it's kind of awkward like losing my land to be able to do something. But next turn I'll have, I guess I have 5 mana. But next turn I'll have 6 mana. I might just die. They could discard and then reanimate something. They have LED, sure. Okay. Wait, main phase draw. That definitely tells me they have something they want to discard. Or I guess Imperial Seal. Sensei's top, sure. Okay. Mountain. So we get to go Mountain. Monument to Endurance. Stack of Forest. At red, red, red. Whoa, 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 whoa. Red. Thank goodness. Okay. Cast Season Pyro. Discard these 2. That's good draws. Okay. What do I want to happen here? I need to kill my opponent as quickly as possible. I also desperately need to find a forest. I think I can't avoid clicking draw card here. And then the question is, do I make them lose life or do I make a treasure token? I think for now it's treasure token. Leader Wayfinder lets me Hogak next turn. Okay. Hopefully also lets me find a forest. They draw. I can't believe they had turn 1 library. But like their draw is very slow. The Imperial Seals. They have everything they could ever want for next turn. I don't know what that is necessarily, but they have it. There's a mountain. So, we're going to start off with Satyr Wayfinder. Hopefully hitting a forest here. The tapped forest. But it is a forest. I can also... Yeah, I think I have to turn this into a forest and then sacrifice it. Sadly, it is a tap forest. Because I need a second green creature to play Hogak. Sack this. So I have 4 mana available. I could Pyroglyph them. But I could do that next turn. I think just Hogak is better. I could also Endurance them. Green, green, green. Play Endurance. I'm not going to shuffle anyone's graveyard. Then I will Hogak. Tapping these 2. And as many of these as I possibly can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then attack you for 3. And now I just need to draw like Bazaar of Baghdad or something. This is a pretty good turn 4, I think. Considering how insane an untapped land would have been there for Bloodbraid Challenger. We'll see what they're still drawing. Holy cow. What are you drawing towards? You tutored for it. I win the match. Bro, I feel like this is the perfect example of a deck that had, like, this is why you need to play interaction in your decks. They tutored for a card, drew like half their deck. They just didn't do anything. Okay, see you next round. Hey, and if you didn't know, I have a second channel called Caleb Gannon Gaming where I post just whatever games I feel like playing. Lately I've been playing a ton of Slay the Spire and having a lot of fun. If you don't know what Slay the Spire is, it's just a really fun deck building roguelike card game that, for me, filled the void of playing Storm. Storm isn't really supported in the Vintage Cube right now, and playing Slay the Spire gives you that same experience. I've been having a ton of fun. I just finished all the A20 Heart Climbs, which is like the hardest difficulty in the game. And now we're win streaking in that, which has been a ton of fun as well. Slay the Spire 2 is coming out in about a month and a half. I'll be posting a ton of content there. So if any of that sounds fun and you want to check it out, go subscribe to Caleb Gannon Gaming, watch the videos. Otherwise, just keep enjoying the Magic content. Oh, right, we are playing against Ravul. Ravel? Teleport. Good luck, have fun. This hand is so close. I will keep it on the draw. This hand is fast. If we draw Survival of the Fittest, this hand is going to be crazy. But we need to draw Survival of the Fittest. I'm going to keep. Okay, opponent mulligan to 6. We play Creeping Tar Pit. The Mana Crypt. This is the worst Mana Crypt hand ever. Given that, I'm going to play Ignoble Hierarch, I guess. We have so much mana. Literally nothing to do with it. Okay, they pass. Bazaar Baghdad. Town Greeter. Yes, I will play a Town Greeter. Play this. Play this fella. Maybe I'm supposed to play around Mana Leak. Very Mastermind, sure. Okay, I whiffed on literally all of them, and all of these would have been good, but I do get back Master of Death at least. Seasoned Pyro. 1, 2, 3. So next turn I can Seasoned Pyro. Do I just play a Root Walla? Probably. I have Master of Death, so I can draw stuff to discard. Would have loved to hit Malevolent Rumble there. Okay, we're gonna take 2 most likely. Variant Mastermind is pretty good against Bazaar of Baghdad. Okay, Makni makes creatures enter tapped, so much harder to Hogak. Also pretty good against Mana Crypt. Of course I draw 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm 1 short of Seasoned Pyro here. Let's attack with... Let's play Mountain. Attack with the Root Walla. Okay, take it. We will pump. Take 4. I might as well play out an Orcish Lumberjack, even though it's unlikely to get used. If I draw Survival, Orcish Lumberjack can let me just go absolutely crazy. Although I guess Eternal Witness is gone, so... hard to say. They pass with all their mana up. We draw Evora. Evora's quite good. Let me play a mountain. I guess I want to play a forest for Lumberjack. Play a forest. Attempt to cast Evora, holding up a ton of mana here. Okay, we get a blood token. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn. So I can do that on their turn. I'm gonna attack with 3 dudes here. Actually holding back Lumberjack lets me Seasoned Pyromancer. Not if I activate the Root Walla though. I'm just gonna attack with just the Root Walla. There's no blockers. I will pump. Pass turn. They are at 12. And now I can discard on their turn. So it doesn't trigger Fairy Mastermind. Oh my god, this enters tapped. Wait, I can't even use it. Oh, jeez. Okay, they attack with Makti. Can't block it. Maybe I am supposed to just season Pyromancer instead of pumping the Root Walla. Generous Ent. I have 2 ways to discard cards now. Let me attack with a bunch of stuff. They can try and block Evora, but I can kill it. Okay, they do attempt that. Let me... Blood token? Grow Evora. They do get to draw. And then I will Generous Ent. Grabbing a Stomping Ground. And I will buff this guy. Okay. Get a blood token. Play Fabled Passage to continue thinning my deck. Probably going to discard the Mountain to Evora on their turn. Or, no, right, it enters tapped. This is the saddest draw ever, and I still might win this. Because my opponent's draw was even more sad. Phantasmal Image. Okay. Nothing I can do there. What do you copy? Evora? Yep. Sure. Time Spiral. Okay. I don't... There's got to be like one of those Hole Breacher Orcish Bowmaster decks. End turn. Let me fetch. Thin my deck a bit more. Return this dude. Yes. Forest. So I'm going to start out by discarding Master of Death. Dude, come on, man. This is insane. Let me play a forest. I can attack with Evora and a Root Walla. I think I'm just gonna swing out. If they have Fatal Push on Evora, yeah, I'm just gonna swing out. They can double block here and trade with Evora, or they can give me one more discard opportunity. Okay, they just concede. I'm here for it. I don't really know if I have many sideboard cards. That was so many bad draws in a row for me, but just like attacking with Orcish Lumberjack gets there sometimes. I wish I looked up how many lands I drew that game. Because we're running 15 like effective lands. So the fact that I drew like 8 is ridiculous. Okay, this hand looks great. I mean, it's really, really slow. But I can discard Root Walla Hogak to the Seasoned Pyro. I might play Root Walla turn 1. It depends on what I draw, because 4 lands is a lot. They've milled a Time Spiral. Flame Slash. I think this is a turn 1 Root Walla situation, because I don't have anything to go next turn either. This at least hits for 3, which is not bad. I mean, this card's totally fine. A Johnny is going to get Flame Slashed. That is not at all what I saw the first time I faced them. First, second, or third turn of the game. So I can also get it untapped next turn for Seasoned Pyro. Flame Slash a Johnny. I do regret playing out the Root Walla now because I'm down 1 card and I don't really want to trade it off with a Hogak in hand. Yeah, Johnny's sick. Even if I kill a Johnny, they still get a 2/1 cat. Like, it's just so good for them. Okay, they pass with all their mana up. Faithless Looting. Play this untapped. Attempt to Season Pyro. Ang, so I can spend 2 to cast Season Pyromancer next turn. Okay, Ang's good. I think Ang is genuinely a good card. The Waterbend is kind of sick, even though it doesn't tell you how it works. You can tap creatures and artifacts, I think. I don't know if you can tap enchantments, because again, it doesn't say. Take 4 here. Displacer Kitten. That's scary. Good thing Johnny's dead. Vader Wayfinder. That will do it. Let's go Forest. Cast Season Pyromancer for 2. 1, 2. Discard Faithless Looting Forest. Or Faithless Looting Hogak. Draw 2. Cast Satyr Wayfinder. Completely whiff again. But I do get to cast a Hogak. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2/2 does matter. 5. Having 1 to block the cat maybe matters. I will exile Angie's Ravager, I guess. I still have to pay 1 more. I guess I'll exile an Ice Till. I'm trying to think. I can draw the card that gets back things from my graveyard. I could tap an elemental. If they exile Hogak, I'm gonna want these tapped, so I'm gonna exile this thing. Go ahead. Aang has flying, because of course it does. Suspicious about this Displacer Kitten. Go get this back. Rumble's excellent. Let me combat. There are a couple things I could hit off Rumble that I might want to do pre-combat. Let me Rumble. See what opponent does here. They reprieve the Rumble, they can blink Aang. Sure. Oh. Fair. Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. Okay, so they could just keep Hogak over there for a while. And I could just spend 2 to play Hogak. Not bad. Spend 2 to play Hogak. Oh, I can convoke it, though. Oh, wait. Okay. So, Hogak, I could just spend 2 and convoke him out. Which is not bad. Let me Rumble here. Okay, I will grab... Carnage Interpreter is pretty good. Monument also gives me a way to do stuff, but I think Carnage Interpreter is the stronger one. Grab him. Carney T. Then we will cast by paying 2. 1, 2. And I can take 1 to play Llanowar Elves, and I think I will. They have 3 cards in hand. And I don't have any good attacks. Okay, Hogak just being, like, free off Aang is sick. Although I'm dying in 2 turns. No, not 2 turns. I think I am going to bring in Jite. It seems quite good in this matchup. Now that I saw Time Spiral and it kind of freaked me out, but I know more about their deck now. Also, Endurance seems quite good too. Just for blocking their flyers. Preordain, Aang eats the Hogak. Yep. Cool. Ignoble Hierarchs. Let's go land. Hierarch. It's kind of rough, right? But I think I have to play this dude. They can blink him and make me discard my hand, which is a little sad, but oh well. Discard your hand. And I can attack with the Root Wallet, but I think I'm better off cracking a Clue, although I don't know how I'm going to win this. Let me play you. Tapping this and this. Okay. I'm dead. Winds of Abandon, pretty good. Okay. Jite, Endurance, both coming in here. Cards to cut. I don't know if I need Monument to Endurance at the moment. It doesn't feel like that kind of matchup. And what else don't I need? Maybe not a Bloodbraid Challenger. That card's pretty good. Maybe we don't need Eternal Witness. Endurance is kind of like the fact that it blocks flyers is fairly relevant. But yeah, Jite in this matchup, it should just probably be in the deck anyway. It gives me more removal. Alright, let's do it. Let's go first. Have a good hand. There's the Bazaar. This is the Bazaar Lumberjack hand I talked about. So we go turn 1 Orcish Lumberjack. I guess I'm unable... I'm still going to go Mountain Lumberjack. But it's not a Stomping Ground, so I'd have to play a second Forest before I can sack something. But this also lets me Flame Slash, so I think it's fine. There's the Stomping Ground. A little bit late. Let me... I think Bazaar... Yeah, let's Bazaar. Okay, discard Master of Death. Don't need Starting Town, and I don't need this Forest. And I will attack you for 1. I just really hope every time I run Bazaar of Baghdad specifically, I face Orcish Bowmasters, I face Hullbreacher, and I face Narset. Makti is not a problem. Thank goodness. It's good. I'm not saying it's a bad card, but in this instance, it is not Orcish Bowmasters. There's the Ice Till I was hoping for. Let's go Forest. Deck this for... Well, I guess I might as well Bazaar first. More informed decision here. Discard Master of Death, Mountain, Stomping Ground. Then we sack this Forest to add green, green, green. Play you. I still enters tapped, whatever. I will play Stomping Ground, tapped. Mill a card. Then I will Flame Slash you. Pass turn. This is good. This is kind of sick. I'm digging the Lumberjack. This play would definitely not be possible without this fella. Okay, I don't like that. Copy the Ice Till. Get some lands out there. Definitely don't like that. Although I'm drawing cards off my lands, they're just playing them from hand. So my value will go up a lot. Get you back. There's a Vora. Let me start by playing a land. Mill. Carnage Interpreter is pretty good. Do this, sack this. Add red, red, green. Then I will start by playing Evora. Get a blood token. Activate Bazaar. Discard Hogak, Master of Death, land. Giant Evora. Play a Wayfinder. Get a mountain. We have Bloodbraid Challenger in our graveyard. Cast a Hogak. 1, 2, 3. Tapping some lands here. 1, 2, 3. And I guess like Flame Slash. They reprieve the Hogak. Annoying. I will play Thornspire Verge. Mill a card. Endurance is alright. Let me discard Hogak. Grow Evora. Seasoned Pyro is also pretty good. Okay, next turn is gonna be nuts. Evora's went from being one of the most useless cards in the cube, I think, to being really sick with Bazaar, with all this other stuff going on. Them copying my Ice Till does give them some amount of hope if they have like overloaded exile all my creatures card. But I do feel a little bit better with Bloodbraid Challenger against that, I guess. They do have a Mana Tithe. Love it. They've Council Judgment, Grist, Reprieve. They've got the answers. Here comes Dismember on Evora. I don't have any discard outs, unfortunately. 4 cards in hand for them. But they're at 14. I will get you back. Okay. Let me play some lands from the graveyard. Mill. I would have loved to draw that, dude. This mill is like actively hurting me almost all the time. Like I'm gonna be too far through my deck to... Oh my god, dude. Alright, we still Bazaar here. Okay, at this point I don't think I need survival. Master of Death or this land. I'm scared of Rumble actually. But let's discard this. Let me, I guess, play Hogak again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Hogak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can Seasoned Pyro into a Bloodbraid Challenger. Check this. Add green, red, red. Play Seasoned Pyro. I can't really play these because they're just going to mill me. There's Squee. Let me Bloodbraid Challenger. And I'm going to play the Mana Crypt out to beat, like, Mana Leak or Miscalc. Exile 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Angie's Ravager, you got it. I'm going to deck myself. That is definitely going to happen. And you know what? It's going to be glorious when it does. They're just going to overload that one card and I'm just going to die. But it's going to be sick. Yeah, we milled our Endurance, which is unfortunate. They're at 9 cards. Okay, am I dead or am I winning? That is a good question. By the way, big fan of your content. I always get inspired to play better MTG player and love me some Amalgamancy. Love to hear that. Also, sorry I missed this until just now. We'll see if they're going to overload the thing. This felt like a situation where I can't even really play around them having exile everything because I just like lose if they do assemble that. That's the plan. Let's see if I can draw it. LOL. Good luck, good luck. I want to see the millet. Come on, get in the graveyard. No, okay, you know what? That's a good one to mill. Okay, preordain. They have exactly 6 mana. Can they find it? It's 1 in 17. Did they put it on top? They put a card on top. I'm dead. No. Oh, they did actually hit it. That's sad. Well, you live and you learn, I guess. I get all the lands out of my deck. Do I have a way to win this game now? I do, actually. It's Pyroglyph. I can also cast Squee. They have 4 cards in hand. So I want to hit Pyroglyph next turn for sure. I can't believe they hit it. Always lucky, never punished. Rip. I think I'm just gonna say done and try and give myself as many turns as possible with a Pyroglyph. And like maybe Squee attacking. I guess I'm not supposed to convoke my guy there? Like last turn? But like I'm not really presenting lethal if I don't do that, right? Because I hit them for 4 that turn. Okay, we get back Master of Death. I don't have any blue to be able to cast this guy. I lose the flip too. There's the Pyroglyph. Play him out. I can put them to 3, but then they could potentially block and or Ice Till stuff, but maybe that's okay. I'm going to put them to 3. And I think I'm just going to cast Squee. Go ahead. This gives me a couple turns. And I just have mana elves left in my deck. So I don't think I really want a Bizarre for anything. If I could get blue mana, maybe, because casting Master Death, it attacks for lethal, but they can chump block for at least 2 turns off Ice Till and Creeping Tar Pit. So I think I'm just going to die to milling out. It happens. I saw 1 Wrath effect in their deck. A Johnny... I'm going to concede to that. I'm never beating this. GG's. Can't beat that. My deck is all just like fluff. I mill all my good cards. It happens. See you guys next round. Okay, we're playing against Nostra. Let's go first. Dude, going first with this deck feels like cheating. Sideboarding, good luck, have fun. Okay. This is a turn 3 Hogak. Turn 2 if I draw a fetch land, but I don't have any. Because we could go turn 1 Rootwalla, turn 2 Town Greeter. I already have a free discard in Hogak, so I'm going to lead on the Rootwalla here. If I draw Bazaar Baghdad, you know, I'm happy because I drew Bazaar Baghdad in this deck, but if like my opponent thought seizes me, I guess they would take this dude. But if I get any other card in my graveyard, I can turn 2 Hogak. A fetch would be insane, but I don't have those. So given that, I think I will play Evora here. It gives me the possibility of hitting my opponent with it next turn. Fear of missing out. Okay, Hogak is coming down. I even get to flame slash this dude if I want to. Oh, yo, love Walla. I love we're both playing Root Wallas. This is like I just love seeing someone like do this. I wish I had red. That would be pretty sick. Okay, we need to go forest. Do I care to flame slash the fear of missing out? Not really. But I will still hold up red. I'm going to play Town Greeter. I'm going to grab, I guess, nothing. No, because I can flame slash to make Hogak playable. Right. Faithless Looting I would like to keep, but I have Carnage Interpreter. And I really want to get a red source for Carnage Interpreter. If I get this back and I play Flame Slash, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we're okay. Let me get this back. Then I can kill this. Then play Hogak. I do have to lose Master of Death. I think that's fine. It's sad, but it's fine. It is an 8/8 on turn 3. Deathrite Shaman is a little bit late. Gao. Also, I guess they can exile their own things to trigger Gao. But I think it's a little bit late. Play Fabled Passage. Fetch a mountain. I think I'm strangely going to... I can make Evora into a 3/3, and I think that is the play here. I'm going to discard this Llanowar Elves. That's pretty good, but unfortunately, we're here for Carnage Interpreter. Yeah, getting another card in hand means I could put Evora, and then they have to, like, awkwardly block. I'm at least pressuring them with a lot of potential damage. They don't know Evora has trample, unfortunately. Hey, we did it. Okay. Definitely a GT matchup. Get in there. And probably not a Bloodbraid challenger. Do I want Grim Lavamancer? Probably. Seems pretty good against certain things they might have. And I'll cut Angie's Ravager. Yeah. Okay. State of Wayfinder Hogak. I need another creature, but I think Mana Crypt... Wait, they have Companion Lurrus? Was that there before? What is happening? How did... Wait, when did this happen? Well, I'm glad I have GT and Grim Lavamancer against Companion Lurrus. Also, watch me draw Grim Lavamancer instead of Angie's Ravager with this hand. I'd be so sad. My best draw is... I don't know. They also have Mana Crypt, but they're playing Lurrus. I guess they can get Lurrus in hand here. Kind of sick. No way, dude! What? Oh my god. Okay. That's a good turn 1. So they have Mana Crypt and Black Lotus Lurrus. That's a problem. Okay, Collective Brutality does nothing. The wild thing is we can absolutely beat this draw. Like, we can 100% beat this draw. Fabled Passage. That could potentially do it. Let's go Forest, Mana Crypt, Later Wayfinder. I keep whiffing on this dang card. I don't know what I did to the Magic Gods to deserve this. But I think I've whiffed like 3 or 4 times this league with this guy. So, best draw is Bazaar of Baghdad into a green creature, I think. Also, this is the most insane draw I've seen kind of ever in an opening hand. It's like Lurrus back before Companion was nerfed. Okay, they attack. I'll take it. They gain life, they lose life. Then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, transform it to a 4/4 that's like kind of nuts. They only have 2 cards in hand. Like, if I draw any playable card here, Carnage Interpreter. I played the wrong land. No way. Ugh. Alright, play this, get a mountain. I guess I'm supposed to shock in Stomping Ground. I'm not going to be blocking, so I might as well attack. I still can win. I need to win some Mana Crypt flips, and I need my opponent to lose some Mana Crypt flips, which they have not done. Okay, you got Black Lotus. Mind Twist my whole hand. Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, what do you got from that? Take 5 down to 7. I need to win like 3 Mana Crypt flips in a row at least. Ugh, if I just had red, this would have been it. But it didn't feel wise to shock in Carnage Interpreter, or Satyr Wayfinder. Okay, I go to 7. I need to win this flip. Come on, deck. Okay, we win the flip. Eternal Witness. Okay. I only have 5 mana. I think it just has to be Carnage Interpreter because it's so big. Although, now I'm punished for playing a Mountain because I want to go Eternal Witness into Evora. I'd have to shock. I can Eternal Witness for Flame Slash on Lurrus and then play a Hogak. Wait, maybe that's the play. I only have those 2. I take 2 damage. This does have Death Touch, which is fairly annoying here. But I think that is actually the play. And I will play Stomping Ground untapped because I want the green. No, we'll take 1 damage here. Starting town. Play Eternal Witness. You're gonna grab a Flame Slash. I will then Flame Slash the Luris. Because if I kill anything else, they just recast it. They have one card in hand. Then I play Hogak. The Death Touch is annoying. But I can at least trade, and then, like, Carnage Interpreter plus Hogak lets me potentially do it again. Although I guess if they attack with both, I kill this one, the Blood Tithe. I also need them to lose a Mana Crypt flip. There we go. Okay, definitely trading with Blood Tithes. They take 2. They go to 15. I need to win the flip. Actually, I don't even need to win the flip, do I? I need to win one of the next 2 flips. Or not die to whatever's this much mana. Fire Blast. Fire Blast. Alright, never mind. I did need to win a flip somewhere. Okay, Luris. GTA feels quite good. I mean, they're not going to have a start like that every game, so let's run it. This hand is so slow. This hand has no red mana. Alright, going to 5. Survival of the fittest. Like we never mulliganed at all. Keep this one. Ditch Carnage Interpreter and Eternal Witness. Just all in survival of the fittest. Let's go. Honestly, this feels like not that bad. Not a Black Lotus. It's not a Mana Crypt. We're feeling good. Starting Town gives me red, but for now I just want as much green as possible. I mean, it gives me green too, but I don't want to, like, take damage to use it. We'll see. Opponent's not talking to me, so I'm just going to close this. Okay, take 1. Flame Slash. I guess I do want this untapped here. I'm not going to Flame Slash the Channeler. I'm just going to hold up Survival and do a bunch of stuff at end of turn. I can probably Hogak, like, next turn. We'll see. I wish I had Vengevine in my deck. Okay, that's a Mana Crypt. It's 5 mana. The blue kind of strikes me as like a splash for Time Walk. I could have flashed in a Root Walla. No, I couldn't have. I wouldn't have had the mana to activate it. Dark Confidant. Okay, great. Discard Squee. Squee is going to find me. Master of Death. Discard Master of Death. Master of Death is going to find me a Root Walla. Discard Root Walla. Cast it with Madness. You're going to find me a Hogak. Get both of you back. Yes. Maybe Master of Death was greedy to grab, because I have so many other good discards. Faithless Looting's quite good, though, here. I will play that. I could also Flame Slash the Confident. I think I want to do that. Although they could just get back Luris. Let me discard Hogak. Grab Town Greeter. Play a land. Play Town Greeter. Take Bazaar. I should not have played a land. Oh my god. Biggest punt of my life, I guess. I do get to Faithless Looting and then Hogak, but man, that's rough. Discarding Generous Ent. And I guess I just have to exile this Master of Death. Hogak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Mana Leak Hogak. Oh, Fairy Mastermind, sure. I guess I'm glad I didn't Faithless Looting against them. Okay, Dark Confidant hits Dark Slick Shores. They gotta lose a Mana Crypt flip at some point. Okay, we're on a good start. Fear of missing out isn't that scary, although it does put a card in the graveyard for Dragon's Rage Channeler. It's only a land. Wow, they're flooding out hard. Take 2 off Mastermind. 2 cards in hand. I think I have to Flame Slash the Fairy Mastermind. We'll see what they do. They put Luris in hand. Okay. Let me... Do I get back Master of Death? I'm at 12. I think that's plenty. I'll get it back one time. Grim Lavamancer. That's a great card to have. Okay. Let me discard Squee. What do I want to get here? It's mostly lands in my deck and a GT. I think I'm grabbing Ignoble Hierarch. Just getting a bunch of creatures in play. Then, do I Flame Slash the Fairy Mastermind, or do I just not even care? Let me play the Hierarch. That lets Hogak attack for 9. And I will attack for 9. They chump. Take 6 damage. Down to 11. They have plenty of mana, but I think I just save Flame Slash for Luris. I'm going to play out Bazaar. And then play out Grim Lavamancer. Because I could just start killing everything that they have. And then pass turn. And they're losing life very quickly here. Although, Dark Confidant hitting mostly good stuff. And they don't lose the flip. 4 mana, here comes Luris. Luris is going to cast Fear of Missing Out, I think. Oh, that's so good for me. Okay. Unless they have like Time Walk, I don't see how they can win. Unless they have Rootwalla, which would be sick. They've hit so many lands in a row. But how do you stop Hogak? He's just so big. Okay. They can attack with Fairy Mastermind for 2. I don't have Reach. I guess I should have put Endurance in my deck. Okay. Trading this guy. I'm not going to activate Bazaar because I don't want them to Fairy Mastermind. Eternal Witness. I could double Flame Slash. But I think Satyr Wayfinder does kind of everything I want. Fills my graveyard for Grim Lavamancer. Yeah. Getting Squee back. Master of Death. I think I just don't want to take any more damage. Malevolent Rumble. Okay, that one's very good. Let's start off with Malevolent Rumble. Put a permanent into your hand. Monument to Endurance seems kind of sick. Sack this. 1, 2, 3 for the monument. Then I will just kill them, right? Attack with Hogak. 9 damage coming in. Like, how do you even beat this? I genuinely don't know. It's so good. They're taking guaranteed 3 plus 3 plus 3. Guaranteed, not guaranteed, but guaranteed 6 damage up to 9. And they can gain life, I guess. But I'm going to kill the Luris to prevent the life gain. Yeah, I definitely do that. Exile, Eternal Witness, Orcish Lumberjack. So they go to 1. Or go to 2. And then I will activate Bazaar of Baghdad and kill them. Discarding Squee, Satyr Wayfinder, and GT. So draw a card last. Treasure token. Lose life. Hey. Okay, 2-1. Barely lost match 1. I think I don't even really remember that match, but this deck did well. It's missing some amount of interaction, I think. We definitely struggled with threats we weren't able to remove. So probably main decking Grim Lavamancer or GT would have been better. Probably Grim Lavamancer in this deck in particular because it's 1 mana, whereas GT is 4. And this deck really struggles with mana because we want to be spending our mana on like Survival or Bazaar, stuff like that. But I loved the deck. Hopefully you did too. We didn't get to like fully show all the cool stuff. Oh, right. Match 1, we only lost because our opponent found exile all your creatures like both games. And maybe I could have played around it. Maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hogak Bazaar, still sick as ever. I hope they keep this in the cube forever. See you next time.